Chain shine bright like daytime. Stack big bread like waist high. I don't do lanes. Little watch out like 2 chains. I done swerved in a new lane. Dang it, the grit do things. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big bag plays on FaceTime.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Oakland Raiders. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Try the ground game here with the running back. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Over! Good job. That's the way you fly to the ball.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. A try here for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He'll check it down to Geis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. On the handoff, it's Geis. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll set up to throw. Dumps it off for Geis. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They run with Geis. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Darius Geis, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, twisting away. And now running right through it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. If that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this 1st quarter. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They'll drop to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Geis with a carry on second down. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff looking right. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Raiders on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now it's Lockett. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the second up in Seattle. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gone! Detroit!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. To play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
All right, now, lucky 56.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now back to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Lucky 56.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Brandon, this is an example of good defense here. He's got nobody open down the field, so he does the right thing and tries to check it down to his running back out of the backfield. But a lot of times, you just expect the safety valve to be open. And here, that's not the case, and it turns into an interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Darius Geis as the first half is winding down. And the Saints add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
March 56! March 56!
Gun! 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 Gun!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's third and short.
Sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
He'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. They'll hand it down to Geis. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Detroit! Detroit!
On play action, they'll throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Looking to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Evan Ingram, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. He juked him. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to face a third down. They'll set up to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Single.
Gun!
They'll drop to throw. And that's complete. It's Watson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a trunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Back now in the East Bay. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and get it with Geis. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Eluding the pressure right. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Gone! All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Evan Ingram, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
56. Mike, 56, right there. Gone! Pin the mirrors back and go full speed. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
They'll They'll look to throw here. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Raiders on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
4 down, check, 4 down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Steps away to his left. Going for a right side here, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Throw here, that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Raiders get a score closer. And this one through the uprights and good. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
This is Geis. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Geis. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
They'll run with Geis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for New Orleans, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for our entire crew, along